Today we're playing as the Canadians, and we're headed into a heroic age in the Renaissance era. I think it's only fitting that we start off the video with a shameless plug of Tim Hortons coffee because, well, I'm Canadian myself. If you're new here, subscribe and hit the bell to keep up with the channel. So when we last left off, we had basically fought tooth and nail to earn ourselves a heroic age, and we were successful. So we're going to go ahead and start this game off by making our dedications. Now, monumentality is always an amazing one to take. Unfortunately for us, we don't really have a way of generating faith at this point in the game with the decisions we've made. So it's essentially just going to be +2 movement for all builders, and then we're going to be able to get builders and settlers for 30% cheaper if we're purchasing them. We don't have a religion, so obviously there's no point in taking Exodus of the Evangelists, so we'll just scoop up Hixot Draconis here. Unfortunately, it's not going to be much of a boost for us as we're not settling on very many continents, just on our main one for the most part. Then Reform the Coinage will be nice because our traders are going to become invulnerable, so we can send them out farther without worrying about barbarians or anything like that taking them over for us. Now that we got that out of the way, let's go ahead and take a look at our governors here. We have earned another title. What I'm going to do is go ahead and promote Liang here. Although we will want to get Curator for Pingala eventually, considering we don't really have very many great works at the moment, that'll probably be the next promotion I get. And I want to get ourselves closer to earning Parks and Recreation here with Liang so we can get that city park improvement spread throughout our empire. Now, as to which route is better, I think we're going to go down the zoning commissioner route for her here and into reinforced materials before we head to Parks and Recreation, just because we don't have very many cities that are on the coast, and I don't feel that these are going to work out very well for us because of that reason. So we'll go ahead and take zoning commissioner here. Alright, so let's jump back into this and see what's going on. We finally completed our theater square here in Brantford, which is great. I guess it makes sense for us to want to get our income increased a little bit, and we want to lock in the production costs to the commercial hub. So we'll go ahead and do that now. We'll have a +4 adjacency bonus there, which will definitely be nice, because I'm pretty sure that'll unlock us three era points for having the +4 commercial hub, so that'll be nice. Looks like we unlocked a great person here, our first great scientist, I do believe. It's been a bit since I played this game, but are we getting Galileo? Jesus. Yes, Galileo. We're getting Galileo here, so we're going to gain 250 science on standard speed for each adjacent mountain tile, which is 5 turns of our science at the moment, so that is going to be one hell of a boost. We'll go ahead and scoop him up immediately. Guess where he's going to go ahead to blow his load here? Let's see. I think that's what, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 tiles technically. Now, I'm no math whiz, but so 6 times 200 would be 1200, and then 6 times 5 would be 300, so 15,000. 15,000? Fuck me. I am no math whiz. 1,500 science if we pop him over here. So that will definitely go a long ways. Now, one other thing I do want to quickly focus on here, seeing as how we are Canada and we're going to be trying to win a diplomatic victory, I want to get our hockey rinks up online. Now, we had planned Montreal out. Here we got their entertainment complex under construction coming out in 4 more turns, and we have their hockey rink location figured out there. But I want to go ahead and get as many of these going in our cities as we can. So if we take a quick look at that, in case anybody's not familiar with it. So they give us +1 amenity, plus also 1 culture for each adjacent tundra, tundra hill, snow, or snow hills tile. They provide tourism from culture once flight is unlocked, as well as +2 food and production. Oh, +2 food and +2 production once the professional sports civic is unlocked, as well as an added bonus of +4 culture if adjacent to a stadium building. So we are going to get as many of these up as we can. Now, the only thing is I'm not exactly sure, as I've never played Canada before, I don't know how powerful they really end up being. So I think that we're going to limit the amount of entertainment complexes we get to build those arenas, and we're going to focus those ones only in these colonies that are completely surrounded by tundra and snow. Because I mean, we will plan to build hockey rinks, like say here for instance. We'll go ahead and pop this down, a hockey rink down here for them, but we're probably not going to go and waste an entertainment district in this location. Now here for Ottawa, we'll probably go ahead and put theirs down here. It looks like we'll be able to squeeze it in. And again, I'm not really sure how many of these entertainment units or entertainment districts I'm going to be placing. However, for these other cities, as we mentioned here, like for Brantford, I probably will go ahead and place it down. Now we have the commercial hub that we just placed here. So what I'm probably thinking is we'll go ahead and drop an entertainment district here eventually. And then because they get all that culture for that, I think this tile would have the most adjacency bonuses. So we probably go ahead and drop their hockey rink right here. And we'll figure these cities out once we go ahead and get that far. Now, Winnipeg, on the other hand, again, probably not going to go all out and buy and build an entertainment complex, but we will probably go as far as to, I don't want to waste a hill. Well, maybe I will. Because what would it be? The difference between a plus 3 culture, and I think these mountains count even though they're... Well, we'll have to see whether the mountains count for adjacency bonuses or not. So we'll flag it here for now, because if I can avoid wasting a hill, I definitely want to do it that way. But we'll see if we do get the adjacency bonuses for the mountains here. We might go ahead and take up one of these hills. Anywho, enough talk about hockey rinks. I don't even like hockey myself as a Canadian. I'm an American football guy. The CFL doesn't count as far as I'm concerned. I mean, I might as well go watch the high school football game. Okay, so what do we got going on here? Quebec City. We completed our granary here. I think we definitely want to continue along and get our culture game ramped up as quickly as we can. So we'll go ahead and lock in work on the amphitheater there. It looks like Toronto's also finished building their granary here. So, wait. Yeah, they already have... I was going to say, wait, we need to place down their district, but they already have a second one. So Toronto now, we're going to go ahead and lock in the price of our second district here. So let's take a quick look. And I guess it makes sense for us to go for a campus. Now, we're definitely not going to waste the tile. So we'll go ahead and purchase the tile here where we're going to build the campus. But then we'll send our builder up there to clear the tile before we go ahead and place that. Oh, never mind. I thought our warrior was a builder. I looked at it wrong. So with that being said, before we lock down our campus, we're going to go ahead and start work on a builder here in Toronto. Alright, so this builder is up and running. We're going to go ahead and grab a mine on our copper there. Okay, so our settlers finally made it over here. We are going to go ahead and drop the city immediately. Nice, we got +2 air score for being the first settlement on that. Sorry, for being the first settlement on that continent there. So in the meantime, we're going to go ahead and immediately start work on building a mine next turn. And so what we're going to do here in Sherbrooke, so what we're going to do here in Sherbrooke is we're going to start off by dropping our theater square. And what I'm going to do is drop it here right next to the city, because what we'll end up doing is building a campus here in this tile once we get the population up to 4. So that way we'll have a little district triangle and get a little bit of an adjacency bonus in Sherbrooke. I'm not expecting it to ever be a breathtaking campus unless we somehow manage to get a wonder, but again, that's a long ways down the road for now. So one thing I did notice when I was looking around a little bit there is that we forgot to to go and get this goodie hut that we've discovered. So we're going to go rectify that right now and send our horsemen over there. Now, here we go. We're going to activate the effect. And we should get 15... Oh wait, no, it won't be 1,500 because it's only 5 that we're up against. My bad. So it'll be 1,250 science here. But we'll go ahead and do that. So we got printing, which is definitely going to help us out here because it provides one more level of diplomatic visibility on all of the civilizations, plus all tourism yields from great works of writing are doubled, and we've managed to get a few of those going in the last video, and we're going to obviously be getting more as we go along here. Alright, so now that we've gotten printing taken care of, I think we're going to head towards flight next. What? The Australians are telling us we're settling too close? Sure, we'll apologize, because I'm pretty sure that's as close as we're going to get to them. The rest of our cities are going to be down here. And if they consider this close to them, they can just go screw themselves as far as I'm concerned. As I was saying there, though, before we skip turns, we're basically going to head toward flight so that we can unlock this receive tourism on all improvements that provide culture. I don't really think that there's anything else we're going for immediately as the Canadians, because we basically, all the tourism that we generate, we turn that into more diplomatic favor, which is obviously going to help us. I mean, we're already earning 3 per turn right now, but this is definitely going to ramp up as we get more and more culture and tourism going. Now, taking a look at the civics tree here, we're headed towards exploration in order to unlock the Merchant Republic government, and I think this will definitely be a nice boost for us. And then after that, we're heading towards colonialism so that we can build our beloved ice hockey rinks as the Canadians and get those online as quickly as we can. Now, I doubt that we'll probably get there in the Renaissance era, but you never know how long it's going to take if we end up getting some boosts. But in the meantime here, we're going to go ahead and build our quarry.
An architect should live as little in cities as a painter. Send him to our...
Okay, so we got buttress. We're not really too concerned with that at all. Don't really see anything that's amazing coming from it. So next we're going to go ahead and build a mine here on this iron. It'll add a little bit of science. I don't really care that they're spreading their religion to us. It's not a big deal as far as I'm concerned. Okay, so apparently we were ravaged by a natural disaster. Now, it's a little bit unfortunate because we're going to receive absolutely no diplomatic victory points because we can't send our self-aid as far as I'm aware. It says we can add proposals, so let's go ahead and do that now and see what that's all about. I honestly haven't played with Diplomatic Victory very much. I tried it once and I got real bored and ended up winning a culture game because of it, so not the most experienced if I'm going to be completely honest. So we finished our entertainment complex here in Montreal, and I think, seeing as how we have such shitty land, even though we're Canadians, we definitely need to improve it. So I think we're going to want to get a builder here. Yeah, we're going to want to get a builder here as quickly as we can. Now, I just noticed too that we only have a trade route capacity of 1, which isn't very much, but I haven't even got that going on. So in one of our cities that has better production, probably Winnipeg, when they finish a builder next turn, we're going to go ahead and get a trader online. Now, it'll be nice once Brantford finishes their commercial hub here, we'll get them to build a market right away to increase our trade route capacity, because the more trade routes we can get out there, the higher our tourism and stuff is going to be. So we definitely want to ramp that up as quickly as we can. So we still have 3 more builds with this builder here. We'll go ahead and drop a mine on this. Well, we'll drop a mine now for the short-term gain. Sure, we'll trade the Aussies some horses here. We'd be more than happy to, my friend. But we'll drop the mine there for the short-term gain, and then once we get up to population 4, we'll just overwrite the mine with a campus. Okay, so apparently spending that 30 diplomatic favor didn't do shit because we can't choose anything else, so I obviously misunderstood that. We'll go ahead and click the thumbs up anyways. I mean, why turn down free money if we can get it? I'm not going to dump any points into it though. If we end up getting it, great. If we don't, then okay. In the meantime, it looks like somebody also passed a military emergency against Dido. But either way, ours passed. We're going to get some free money, so that is great for us.
Hey, we just go wherever there's a mixture of money and trouble.
Now, let's take a look at our policies here and see if we're going to switch them. Clearly, we don't want this loyalty one in anymore, considering we're in a heroic age. We're definitely leaving colonization in for now, and as well as serfdom, so those are fine the way they are at the moment. We'll definitely keep this setup until we get that. We'll definitely keep this setup. We'll definitely keep this setup until we get unlock that next tier of government. But in the meantime, is there a decent military slot that we can put in here? You know what? Not really. So I think what I'm going to do is we're going to go ahead and switch out from autocracy, and we're going to go to the classical republic here. I just think we're going to be better served by having the more economic policies, as we're playing Canada and we're not likely to go to war if we can do anything to help it anyway. So far we've lucked out, nobody's denounced us, so we're not even available to have a war declared on us at the moment. Okay, so we have colonization and serfdom in there now. We definitely want to start earning some envoy points so that we can get suzerainships going and take over and increase our diplomatic favor points generated per turn here. You know what? I wanted to have a quick look here. Yes, who cares? I want to have a quick look. I want to have a quick look at the city-states and see. Okay, yeah, we do have envoys in a lot of the places, so it doesn't make sense for us to go into. I was considering whether to go for diplomatic lead here, whether it doubles the envoys when we send the first one, but we already have too many of them, so we'll just go ahead and put in good old-fashioned charismatic leader there. And then for our wildcard policies, I think we're gonna go and, you know what, we'll take the autocratic legacy here for the +1 yields for each government building. Now, let's take a quick look at our great people as well. I want to see how that's going for us. So, we are generating 9 great writer points per turn. How are we doing? Looks like we're pretty much kicking everybody's ass in the game. So, that's good. Not to mention our great artists. Same thing, 6 points here. Yeah, looks like we're beating up everybody in the culture game. So, high five for us. And great scientists as well, we're earning 9 points. Okay, the Mali are outpacing us, and so are the Australia. So yeah, we just basically lucked out with that last great scientist, so we'll take it, but we're definitely planning to pay most attention to the culture game, and it looks like we're doing fairly well in that regard as of now. So Winnipeg finally finished their builder there. We'll go ahead and start on a trader like we had mentioned. Now, we're going to head over here and finally repair this quarry that got injured from that volcanic burst there last video. Now, this builder can go ahead over here and we're going to build a farm, because we don't we have quite a few mines and quarries and stuff that are going to be set up here, so let's try and get their population to grow a little bit. Now, Dida wants to be nice and send us some money because of that aid request thing going, so I'm assuming she's going to start a trend, and sure she did here. We'll definitely take all their free money. Nice. So now we are going to have to... Okay, so there's that +3 arrow score that we talked about for having the +4 yield or higher commercial hub here in Brantford, which is great. We're going to continue on, as we already had mentioned, and get them to build a market right away so that we can get another trade route going in the very near future. Ottawa's just produced a settler, it looks like, so we're going to continue on and go ahead and do that. We have definitely really lagged behind in this game in producing our settlers. Normally I like to have all my cities settled by probably turn 100-ish at the latest, and we still have quite a bit to go, especially if we even end up coming over here and creating a couple more cities. So, alright, so we're going to go ahead and send this settler here over to build another snow city here. I want to get as many of these snow cities or tundra cities or whatever up, and so they have a chance to start developing and get ready before we're allowed to get our ice hockey rinks up online, because I think we're really going to hit our swing late as Canada. At least I hope we hit our swing soon here, because I'm not entirely sure if I like them yet. I don't know whether that's just because maybe I'm not playing them correctly and I've been making a lot of mistakes, but I don't know. I mean, it's definitely something different, so for a change of pace it seems okay, but we'll have to play it by ear here and see if it gets more interesting as we go along. So we're still progressing towards flight. It's going to take us a long time, but we are getting close to exploration here. We're definitely not going to be getting the boost, so it's kind of hurts to do the hard research. Now we've gone ahead and repaired that there. Let's go and get a mine going here for Ottawa. I think we definitely want to do as much as we can to get the production increased over here so that we can finally just be done with getting rid of with producing these frickin' settlers. So with our horsemen here, we went and grabbed that goodie hut. I didn't actually see what we ended up unlocking because of it, but we'll just go ahead and put them on automate exploration for the hell of it. Again, with this builder here, let's head over this way here and we'll put a mine down for Ottawa. Alright, so we've got another great writer here, so we'll go ahead and recruit them. Now we have our Pingala set up in Winnipeg, so we want to make sure that they're always have as many great works of writing, etc., as we can, because we're going to be upgrading him the next time. The next governor title that we get will be putting the curator promotion on him, which it doubles the effectiveness of any. I'm pretty sure. Hold on one second here. I don't want to be talking out of my ass on the internet. So governors. Oops. Yeah, sorry, we get plus 100% tourism from all great works of art, music, and writing in the city. So we want to get Winnipeg here filled up with as many great works as we can, as fast as we can. So let's see here. Toronto finished that builder, so we're going to go ahead and clear that space there so we can get our campus down. And in the meantime, we might as well start work on the amphitheater until we go ahead and clear that next turn. Okay, so our great writer here is going to head to Winnipeg. I'm a douchebag. I should have just transferred the city, transferred cities with it, but oh well, it was a bit of a misclick there. Okay, so we got another mine up and running here in Ottawa. It's going to go a long way towards helping our production, but we're going to keep that going by building another one here. Okay, so our builder here is ready to get rid of the rainforest so we can lock in production here on a nice campus. I mean, it's not amazing, but oh, actually that would be amazing. Fuck it, we're buying another tile. There you go. It's a good way to spend some of that gold. We'll just build a mine on this one here, and we'll build a campus there next turn. So speaking of money, we're at $466. I'm thinking we won't be able to afford to buy a settler, but you never know. We do have that minus 30% thing, but what? It's 810 bucks. We can get some builders though, so let us take a quick look around here. I think realistically we want to get these tundra cities fixed up as quickly as we can. Montreal's gonna have a builder over there in a matter of turns, so I think what we're gonna do is go ahead and work on Brantford here, and we'll go ahead and buy them a builder. And then once the settler gets over here, we'll be getting our automatic builder from having the ancestral hall in our government plaza, but then we'll probably also buy them a second builder. Okay, our writer finally did make it, so we'll go ahead and create the great work now.
My brother Nobunori studied the Chinese.
Alright, nice. So good timing too. They finished their trader, so let's go ahead and get that going. Let's take a look and see if there's any city-states with the quests. So I'm going to go ahead and there's no quests for the city-states, so I'm just going to go ahead and send it to the Mali here, because we want to get our tourism increasing as quickly as we can. Now, it sure would be nice to do some exploring here and and get to know the Australians a little bit better. So we're going to go ahead, while I'm thinking of it, I just noticed that we're not friends with Dido anymore, so we'll go ahead and get that going. Now, that probably wasn't the best move because she's at war with John Curtin, but let's see what it's going to take here to get open borders with them. Let's see if they'll pay us here. And they will. Great, so we'll take that. Now we're going to go ahead and double check that we still have open borders with everybody else, and we still have them up with the Mali. Let's see. Thomas here, make deal. And there you go, she'll pay us for it. So it looks like we already have open borders with her. I think I did. I'm not imagining things. I already did it with John Curtin. Yes, I did. Okay. And we'll check with Dido here. And there you go. She's only going to charge us 1 gold. So that's a steal of a deal. There we go. You want to have open borders with everybody when you're focusing on culture because it helps your tourism out. Now, speaking of exploring, let's go ahead and get that random horseman who's just on a journey. Actually, you know what? We have so much money from them sending us all those gold gifts and whatnot that let's just go ahead and buy another one here. We'll go and buy a horseman in Quebec City. Okay, we're gonna have... I was like, why the hell can't we do it? But we're gonna have to move the spearman here out of Quebec before we can go ahead and buy that. It's not too expensive. Oh, do we not have... we don't have enough horses, so we need to grab 6 horses real quick. Scythia should have them here. Let's quickly make a deal. 135. What is it going to cost me for 6 of your precious horses? Jesus fuck. Yeah, never mind. 11 gold per turn for 6 horses? She must not like me. Alright, hopefully... No, she won't trade her horses. I guess probably because she's in that war. Let's see if the Mali have any. Well, they definitely do have them. Let's see if theirs are a little bit more... Ouch. Clearly they're not, but you know what? Screw it. We have so much gold from everybody else anyways. Actually, maybe that's why they're overcharging us for these horses, because frickin'... Because they are all giving us so much money for that aid project here. Okay, so now we'll go ahead and buy... We'll go ahead and buy the horsemen there so they can start exploring in Australia next turn. We finished the trader there, so until we get something else online, there's no point. I think what we'll do here is go ahead and start work on another builder. I want to get our empire improved as quickly as we can. Now, we're going to move back to Winnipeg with this dude, and then we'll transfer to another city. As far as tiles that he can... hold on. I guess maybe we don't have any slots left open for great work, so we're just going to have to make him sleep. I don't know. We'll have a space here in Sherbrooke in 4 turns, so we'll just go ahead and move him there, and he can wait until it's ready. Now, our builder here in Brantford, we're going to go ahead and get these pastures up online, get a lumber mill going here, get the amber up online as well, and then we'll kind of take it from there afterwards. Now here we're definitely chopping out that tile so that we can lock our campus into place. But I think what we will do before we start work on that campus is we'll just switch back and we'll finish up the 3 turns left that are in our amphitheater there. So here, as we talked about, we want to get the production in Ottawa up because it's a little bit ridiculous how long it's been taking us for these settlers. So we'll go ahead and do that now. Looks like some barbarians are having a heyday attacking our poor exploring horsemen here. So we'll head out into the lake and hopefully there's no freaking... there you go. Now we'll just put this guy in automated explorer. Hopefully he'll head up in the right direction. If not, we'll have to fix that. But to finish my train of thought there with the horsemen, I was going to say hopefully there's no boats in the fucking water that are going to kill him. Time will tell, I suppose. So Quebec has finished their amphitheater here, which is good. It'll give us some more slots for great works as well as extra points. I think we'll be switching out of serfdom eventually anyway, so I think what we'll do is take advantage while we have it in. Let's start a builder here as well. Now, speaking builders, this guy here will get a mine going, and then a mine there as well. Now we still have 2 more builds with this guy, so I think what we'll do is build a mine here on this tile and then a quarry on the stone, and that should use the last of his charges up. Now we're building it here, so we might as well move over and then we'll just put him to sleep until they're finished with their theater square. Okay, so we'll get a pasture online there. Okay, so we got military tactics there, which again isn't anything particularly important for us. I would like to be getting closer to flight though, so that's something I suppose. Now we'll go ahead and get another mine up and running with this guy here. Probably head over here and build a lumber mill next. Speaking of lumber mills, we'll do the same right here. You sir can go back to automated exploration. Get that mine going. Looks like Alright, so it looks like I jinxed ourselves here when I talked about the boats, and that horseman is pretty much toast, it looks like. We have unlocked Merchant Republic, so we're going to go ahead and switch into that immediately. Gives us an extra +2 air score, so we'll take that. Now, as far as our policies here, I think we're just going to slot in conscription to save us some money. And then, as far as the extra wildcard policies, we're definitely going to go towards the one that's giving us +2 great writer. +2 great writer points per turn here. I think it's the best choice for us at this point, as we don't have a lot of trade routes, so something like trade philosophy, Trade Confederation wouldn't be as powerful for us. However, now that I'm thinking about it, aesthetics might be a good policy for us to grab as well. So I think what we're going to do is actually swap out and get rid of the autocratic legacy there, and we'll put in aesthetics for the extra culture. Let's see if our horseman can make a run for it. I'm not expecting him to survive, so it'll be a nice surprise if it ends up making it. But anyways, now that we finished the aqueduct here, we're going to go ahead and get to work on that +4 campus. We just started construction of the other turn. Now here in Brantford, we finally finished our market, so that's nice. And what we'll do is go ahead and start working on an amphitheater right away. And then in one of our other cities, probably Winnipeg again after their builder maybe, we'll go ahead and get another trade since we've increased our capacity there. Now I just noticed that with Coupe we're not friendly anymore, so we'll declare the friendship again with them. Unfortunately, we don't have alliances as of yet. Let's take a quick look and see when we unlock them. Or actually, now that I think about it, I'm pretty sure it's alliances are in the civics tree. What is it? Nationalism? No. Maybe it's got to be earlier than that. Yeah, it's civil service. Okay, so there you go. We're actually researching that right now. So in 4 turns, we'll be able to start alliances and get those going. Alright, so this builder here, let's see, we just finished a mine there. We still have 2 more charges to go. So I think we'll go here and build a lumber mill first, considering it's on the rivers. Oh wait, they don't have... I forgot that we don't have that. Lumber mills got, when they got changed in the patch, they don't get the bonus. We're going to head over there and build the lumber mill. I forgot that rivers don't give you the bonus for lumber mills anymore, that all lumber mills get that same bonus, so that they're just a little bit more valuable in general. So that was definitely a mistake on my part there. Here we'll get that quarry going. That's that builder's last charge, so I think it's well worth it. We did build the lumber mill here for them last turn. We're going to get this amber online that we talked about, so we'll get those fishing boats going. Okay, another settler's ready for us here, so we're just going to keep that going. We definitely don't have any face, so a Grandmaster Chapel isn't worth it. Now, it would be nice to get the intelligence agency going on here. But I think realistically, it's just way more important for us to finish getting these settlers out so that we can finally move on with the next phase of the game here. So speaking of the settler, we had the one nice city down there. I think we're going to go ahead and build another snow city, and we'll do it right here. It'll be nice that we'll get the truffles online, plus we'll have the access to the fresh water, and hopefully it won't take us too long to get these cities up, considering that we do have the Ancestral Hall technology there. The reason why I chose, I've kind of switched from what we were going, where we were planning to back settle here as quickly as we can, and I basically pivoted and wanted to grab these 2 cities here because of us being in the heroic age right now. Loyalty's not a pressure, so I want to get the cities founded and get their populations growing so that when we get out of the heroic age, whether we go into a normal or ideally not a dark age, the loyalty won't be an issue or as much of an issue if their populations are bigger. So that's kind of the reasoning behind why I switched doing that. Now Montreal here has finally produced a builder. Their life's work is complete. We'll go ahead and actually just start a trader here instead of one of the other cities. Now, meanwhile, with this builder here, we're going to go ahead and get the iron online first so that we can get that extra science as well. And then we'll go from there accordingly. I think we definitely want to start getting some farms up online as soon as we can as well, so that we can get some population growth going, because they've obviously stalled out being where they are. Now, looks like Sherbrooke already managed to grow to 4 population. So what we're going to go ahead and do is we'll get them to build another builder, and then we'll remove that tile. Actually, you know what? Why don't we just start locking the production cost right now? We'll just overwrite it. So we'll build them a nice campus slot there, and we'll just say fuck it and lose the charge on the builder. Now that we did lock in the price, though, I do want to go ahead and grab this builder here first before we continue on, because I want to be getting out of serfdom as quickly as we can here. Right, so we have 2 builds left with this guy here. I think we'll go ahead and get a farm going here. It'll help us grow a little bit faster, and we still have, it looks like 9 more turns to go until they hit population 7 and can build a 3rd district. So, looks like we lucked out and our horseman has survived for now, but he's not out of the scary water yet. They still are pursuing him, so let's just get him as far away as we can there. The Australians here are going to give us some more gold, so I'm guessing everybody's going to kind of follow suit. We'll get that lumber mill online here with the builder. Now, next up, we have all this money. I probably should have been spending it better, but we'll go ahead and kind of correct that now. We'll go ahead and in Toronto, we'll buy a settler. And then now in Brantford, we'll also buy a settler. So that should make it that we only have 1 or 2 more cities to go. So Ottawa will finally be able to do something productive for a change. In the meantime, in Brantford, we're going to go ahead and buy tiles here for them. Now, we do have that huge discount as Canadians when we're buying Tundra tiles and stuff. So we'll go ahead and grab a couple of them here. Now, I think he has 2 charges left. Oh, only 1 more build left. So, I think for now we'll just go ahead and build another farm here so that we can ideally get their population up. They were pretty close to 7, but they should get back there pretty quickly now that we have those 2 extra farms there. Now, I think this settler should just go ahead and settle right here first, and then we'll worry about this slot since it's going to be a crappier city with that settler that's coming out of Ottawa shortly there. I just want to take a quick second here to say if you've been enjoying the video at all, please do me a favor and leave a like on the video. It goes a long way towards helping a small channel like me get found out, so I definitely appreciate that if you could take a second of your time. Now, this builder here, we're going to continue on and we'll go and grab another mine on this tile. We still got 4 more charges to go. So I'm thinking what we'll do is we'll also buy some tiles here and we'll get a farm triangle going here in the north. So, right, because 1, 2, 3, yeah, we'll be able to do a farm triangle. So we'll get that one, and that one there. And I think that builder has 3 charges left, so we should be able to take care of that all with this guy. Yeah, it'll work out perfectly. So I guess we're not building a mine on the copper with this guy, but oh well, you know what? Fuck it. We're gonna go for gusto today. We're going for broke. Let's get them another builder here. I mean, while we have this huge influx of cash coming in from the aid request thing going on, we might as well be taking advantage of it to try and get as big a boost as we can, right? So it looks like our horseman was lucky enough to survive here. We'll get on land and ideally, perfect, they're giving us some more money. As I was saying, ideally get away from the shore so that we can be safe from the barbarians, but everybody's just showering us with gold. I feel like a frickin' whore right now, but I'll take it. I'll take it all. Okay, so nice. We got civil service here, so we can start alliances. I don't really think we're going to be changing our policies at all because we still want colonization slotted in until we're completely done with our settlers, but we are getting fairly close to doing that, so that'll be nice to finally be able to change those. But for now, I'm happy with everything the way we have it set up. But now that we've unlocked the technology, let's go ahead and get our alliances going. Now, first thing I want to do is try sending a delegation, but he declines. I think, right? Yeah, he declined. So what we're going to do is we're going to just try and bribe everybody. They're all giving us money, so let's go ahead and give $100 back to the Molly. Let's give $100 to the Australians here, and $100 to Scythia as well. Let's see if she'll take the delegation. She won't. So we'll try and just bribe them. Now, I've completely overlooked and been, like I said, I haven't really been playing my best this game. I've overlooked the fact that we've got those extra luxury resources online and we haven't done anything with them. So let's go ahead and start with Dido, considering that we are friendly with her, and see what she'll give us for these. And yeah, we'll go ahead and take 8 gold per turn, sure. Now, with that being said, we're definitely not going to start a military alliance with her. I think it just makes sense for us to go with a cultural alliance if we can get one with the Mali, since they're so close to us immediately. I mean, we are close to the Australians as well, but not really as far as like direct adjacency to our cities. It's Mali that we have our smaller cities are closer to them, so I think that just makes more sense if we can go ahead and do that eventually. But in the meantime, I don't even think we can reach Coupe or Dido a trade route, so this isn't going to make that big of a deal, I don't think. But let's go ahead and let's just go ahead and start an economic alliance with them here and get them to pay us some gold while we're at it. And now we'll go ahead and talk to Dido here, and let's do a research alliance with her, and again get her to pay us some cash, and then hopefully our bribes work their magic and improve our relations with the other cities here, and with any luck we'll be able to get some more alliances going in the near future. So the settler is going to come down and finally build that city that we were planning over there. This builder, on the other hand, he's got 1 charge left, so we might as well use it to help them grow. I think they have a decent amount of production, so we'll go ahead and we'll have to wait till next turn until the settler moves, but we'll go ahead and build a farm here where the wheat is with their last charge. Now, speaking of charges, we have 3 left on this guy, so he's going to go make us our farm triangle. Now, this guy can head over here to get us that mine on the copper, and then what we'll probably do is spend some more of our gold and buy the Tundra Hill tiles here so that we could get those improved. Now, I think that's pretty much it for the meantime over there. We can always send the builder else over to other cities to help out. We don't have to use all those charges in, what the hell's that city called? In Montreal. So I'm kind of curious here. We are definitely going to move away from the shore to make sure we're safe, and we'll heal up with our horsemen there. But I'm curious with these new settlers we got, when we make the cities, if we're going to actually make my hometown, because I know it's in the game. I've seen it. I was actually watching Potato McWhiskey do a game with Canada, and I saw my city, so I know it's in the game. And I'm not going to say what my city is until I see it in this game. So, there. Anyway, we'll use that guy's last charge up with the mine there. Here. Oh, I guess it's on a hill. Shit. I need to be more observant. Okay, so we are going to buy another tile then. Oops. I almost misclicked there. We're going to go to Montreal. We're going to buy another tile. And shit, that's another hill as well. Damn it. Because I forget what technology. I know we can build farms on Tundra Hills, but I need we need a certain technology for it. So this might take a minute. You know what? Let's see here. Should probably be just under Canada, I'd imagine it would say. Maybe under our leader. Okay, yeah, here we go. I'm blind. After civil engineering is unlocked, we can build them on hills. So let's go take a look and see just how far civil engineering is away. I think it's quite far. Yeah, we got a ways to go before we get that. So that, considering it's not coming anytime soon, that kind of really shits on my plan. I wanted to get a farming triangle going, but that doesn't look like it's in the cards for Montreal at the moment. So we'll just go ahead and get the mine. I mean, oh well, we can always build a farming triangle on that mine later in the game once we actually unlock the technology. So we'll go ahead and grab that mine there on the copper as well. Let's take a quick look at our great people and see how we're doing in that regard. Scientists exactly I'm not too worried about. I don't expect us to do, but looks like we're rolling along on the writers, musicians, and artists as well. So we're happy about that. Now our diplomacy gain is increasing. We have an extra 2 now that from being allied with Coupe and Dido. Now, we do have iron, which we're not really using for anything, so let's go ahead and see if we can sell that off. I'm going to start, I know Dido's at war with people, so let's see if she'll buy any of it. And she'll give us 6 gold. Let's just quickly check. I think she's at war here. Let's see if they'll give us any more. And no, that was a pretty good deal from her, so we'll go ahead and take that. Thank you, ma'am. Not really used to playing peaceful games here. This is definitely a big change in that regard for me. Now, the builder's finished with the mine there, so we'll go ahead and get a farm going here. This guy can go ahead and get a mine going here before he heads back over that way. Right, so we've made it finally to where we're going to be settling the city, so we'll go ahead and drop that down. Now, with these ones, we're going to start on laying our district down first. So I think what we'll do is just go ahead and lay down a theater square here. And now that the production's locked in, we're going to start work on a monument instead, because we're definitely going to be worrying about loyalty once this era is over. And then what we'll plan to do is we'll plan to put an entertainment complex here, because we're really going to go hardcore on the hockey rinks like we talked about. And that'll at least create a district triangle. Now, in the meantime, let us get to work with this builder here and start improving things. For this, we're just going to we'll apologize and just hope that he doesn't consider down here even closer. Okay, so let's see. The World Congress here. Now they've said that they're giving you hints as to they said they're going to give you hints as to which outcome is more likely, because you're supposed to get extra diplomatic victory points for if you vote correctly. So let's see here. It says the following people prefer this outcome, Matsumusa, so we're going to go ahead and give a thumbs up here. Plus 100% city-states yield type when sending trade routes to a city-state of this type. And it doesn't really tell us which one, it just says that he prefers it. So we'll go ahead and take a quick look here and see which ones are by us. So that Mohendaro's pretty far away. Namadal's even further, but we might be able to reach them. So let's go ahead and pick culture city-states and see how that goes for us. So we'll give it a thumbs up and we'll choose cultural city-states because we want to increase our culture as much as we can. Now we do have 109 points here, so might as well spend them. Now it doesn't really show us here like who'd prefer what, so let's just click a thumbs up and we'll pick melee just because it's a common thing and maybe other people will vote for it. But now I am going to go ahead and we'll bump that up and we'll spend 50. And we'll go ahead and spend 100 diplomatic favor there, and hopefully we get the cultural city-states here, and it's worth it. Alright, cool, so it passed, we got it, cultural city-state, nice, and our other thing passed as well, melee. So I don't know if that means that we just earned diplomatic victory points or not. It didn't say anything. Let's take a quick look here, just out of curiosity. And Australia is leading with 4 points out of 20. And we have 3 already, so that's something. Unfortunately, we're not going to get any diplomatic victory points from the aid request. There's nothing we can do about that, but all this gold has definitely helped out. Speaking of which, I've overlooked it. It's time to use some of that gold again. So we're going to go ahead and go here to Kingston. I don't think we'll be able to buy the settlers since they're at 1 population. Yeah, we can't because of the population limits. That's unfortunate. Alright, so unfortunately we're going to break our promise with the Mali here, and we're going to go ahead and settle some more cities. Why not? We have the money. Might as well go ahead and do it. So let's put in another city over here. We'll go ahead and drop that there. Now we should still be able to get a nice campus going here. Now I was thinking about dropping it on this side, but I'd rather get the access to more of these tiles over here. Seeing as how the city's never going to really be that great anyways, I'm not too concerned about it. Another thing here, as far as era score goes, let's see how many turns we have left. So we still have 19 to 39 turns left in the era, but I definitely want to get a normal era if we can here, or a normal age I should say. So we can pick up an extra bit of air score for settling by this wonder here. So let's go ahead and take a look at the settler lens real quick, and I think what we'll do is, alright, so for this one I think we'll go ahead and drop the city right here, so at least it has some access to water and it's still within 2 tiles of the wonder, so it should trigger the era score. And then we should be able to fit 1 more city in down here, and we'll go ahead and drop that. Actually, we'll drop that right here. And that should finish our settling. Yeah, we should be totally done. So, we're going to go ahead and pop over to Ottawa here, and we'll buy the settler here. It just makes sense to do it because we don't lose population. So we'll start it here. Next turn we'll buy another one. We'll send this settler over here to that city. Ideally, I would like Kingston's population to increase so we can buy a settler here. But I think what we'll do is just go with the next best, and we'll buy it in Toronto. Yeah, because we got 2 more over here, and I think that should be it, right? This one last settler. We already have a settler coming for there, so we need 1, 2 more settlers. We have the one here. Yeah, so if we buy that one... Oh yeah, then we need 1 more city. Yeah, and we have that one. Yeah, I'm imagining things. Don't listen to me. So we're gonna buy the settler here. Then we're gonna buy a settler in Quebec. Alright, now we're done with settlers once Ottawa finishes this last settler in 5 turns. Alright, good deal. Now let's keep going. Let's get a mine here in Kingston. We'll head over to the next tile and do a lumber mill next turn. Okay, so this guy can finish up his build charges by building another farm. Montreal's still not growing, unfortunately. Maybe we should prioritize the food tiles here. At least one of them. I mean, the gold isn't bad either, but screw it. Let's prioritize both of them so that let's just get their population to increase as quickly as we can. And this guy can head over and build another mine next turn. Alright, this settler's ready to found the city. We'll go ahead and do that now. And we can also go ahead and place ourselves a theater square. I don't think we're ever going to have really crazy adjacency bonuses, and I'm not expecting the city to become very good in complete honesty, so we'll just go ahead and drop the theater square there, because I want to build as many lumber mills and shit as we can, and hills and mines on these hills over here. And at least if we do it here, maybe once we settle this city, we'll clear that and get a wonder or something for them. Who knows? Okay, so I think first things first, we'll go ahead and build a camp here on the deer tile. Looks like we've got a great person, a great artist, so we'll go ahead and scoop them up. Thank you. Now, let's take a quick look here at our great works and see if we can actually get anything themed here. Not looking at this point that we can. Actually, I don't think we have what we need to unlock the ability to actually start theming our stuff. But anyways, so we've completed Builder in Winnipeg. So we'll definitely get some terrain improvements going on here. I think in the meantime, that might as well just get to work on a university there for now. And I think we'll just start with a farm for right now. They do look to be about to hit population 7 there, so that is nice at least. We'll go ahead and build them a commercial route right here. Or a commercial hub right there, once they do hit that population 7. And it'll at least have a nice district triangle there with the theater square for an extra bit of culture. Now, okay, so they finally completed their campus up here in Toronto. I think we're just going to go ahead and start on a theater square festival for now. I'm not really worried. Actually, you know what? I'm second guessing myself here. We'll go ahead and get their science buildings up. Might as well do that. So in the meantime, now this settler, we're going to completely break our promise with the Molly, and we're going to head over there. So we finished an amphitheater in Brantford, which is nice. Let's go ahead and get them a granary going so that they can get some extra housing and increase their food. Okay, so this settler, on the other hand, we already got the far one here taken care of, so let's send this settler over there next. Oh, we forgot to use this guy too, so let's wake him up and... Is there no free? I'm confused. Okay, so we'll head over here and then we'll go to Brantford. Now, with this guy, yeah, it looks like, unfortunately, we don't have any open grade slots at the moment, so we'll just go ahead and... Oh, I guess we have to get the settler out of the way, right? Yeah, so get going. With this guy, on the other hand, we'll just tell him to go to sleep now that we've got the settler out of the city. So we'll build a camp there with our builder. This guy, on the other hand, I think is pretty much done for the most part in Montreal, right? I mean, is there tiles that we can build / buy? I guess so. There's those ones. Guess we could buy that one too over here. Couldn't we? Yeah, there we go. Sorry. We'll buy that one as well. That should give him plenty of stuff to spend his remaining 2 charges on. Now, I know we didn't have to, but it doesn't really hurt that much. So we'll just head over there and we'll get a farm down. Okay, so since our production is taking such a shit in Montreal, since we're concentrating on building up their city, we'll just switch to a granary, and then we'll use Quebec City here. We'll start a builder there next turn, since they have a higher production amount. Alright, so here we'll get our lumber mill going. Why, of course, we'd love to have an embassy in our capital. Thank you. So apparently our bribes didn't work. Let's just double down. Let's see if they'll at least take... Yeah, they at least won't take a delegation. Doesn't hurt to try, but let's go ahead and send them 100 of their gold back. And see if we can just keep improving relationships slowly but surely. I mean, it is their gold that we're just giving back anyway, so it's not really the end of the world. Alright, got that taken care of here. Now, next, Quebec finished their builder. We'll go ahead and start that trader that we were talking about, that we canceled production of in Montreal. As far as where we're going to send an envoy to, let's just make sure that... Okay, so we've lost suzerainship of Zanzibar. Coupe grabbed them. Now, I'm not really worried about that, to be completely honest. As I want to concentrate on the culture more. So we're going to go ahead and send these envoys to Non-Madal, and that'll gain suzerainship of them. And then we'll just hold on to our 3rd envoy here and use it at a later date, that when we see fit. So we got +2 air score for that, for becoming their first suzerain, which is nice. Not to mention it gives us a little bonus here. So our districts on or next to coast or lake tiles give a +2 culture, and we still have mohenderos that our cities get full housing from water as if they were built all next to a river. Not to mention now we get that extra 2 culture from in every amphitheater building. We have double that, since we have both of the culture city-states in our pocket at the moment. So that is definitely a good thing. So we are going to continue on our way here. I think we have, 3 charges left, so we'll get the truffles online, build a mine, and then we'll build a mine there on the copper as well. So let's go ahead and secure that now. We're not going to wait for it. We'll just go ahead and buy the 2 tiles. They're super cheap since they're on Tundra for us anyway. So we'll get that online. Now, speaking of getting things online, let's take a look here. He's not going to take it still, but let's see if he wants... Oh, he has a shit ton of incense on his own, so never mind. Actually, wait, let's see. Maybe he'll take our horses. What do you give us for our 22 horses, sir? 1 gold. Okay, so yeah, he's super pissed at us. I think that's fine then. We'll deal with things as we can. Let's take a look at his agendas here and see if we can hopefully trigger them to our favor at some point. So, like civilizations that aren't competing for the same city-state allegiance, dislike civilizations that are directly competing for city-state allegiance. Alright, and tries to maximum gold output from cities and trade routes. Respect civilizations that act similarly and don't like those who not. Okay, so he's not happy with us, I guess, because we don't have a lot of trade routes at the moment. So we want to be focusing on that anyways, as it is to increase our tourism output and whatnot. So hopefully we'll be able to kind of balance that out eventually here and swing him on our side. Because, yeah, we have the +10 from favorable trade deals from them, so our bribes are working. But they're angry at us for recruiting their city-states. Alright, so unfortunately that's probably why they are pissed. And taking that one that we just did isn't going to help at all. But, oh well. Shit happens, dude. The culture city-states are ours. Now, this is also going to trigger them, I'm sure, for building near them. But, oh well, who cares? Can't make everybody happy all the time. Now, as far as what we're going to be producing here, let's go ahead and throw down a theater square. And hold on, we'll switch tiles here first. We're going to switch tiles and we're going to swap this one, and that's where we'll drop their theater square, so it'll be adjacent to that one. Now, unfortunately, none of these cities are that great as far as production goes, so we haven't been able to really focus on getting a lot of good wonders up, but hopefully in the near future we'll be able to resolve that and get some going, especially some of the more important ones for civilization. What if we bought... Speaking of getting wonders, I think... Fuck it, let's go for Chichen Itza. I can never pronounce that one. Let's see if it's gone. Hold on. The temples are gone and the Colosseum's gone. Okay, so we're getting guilds in 2 turns, which will be great. Do we not have 2 markets yet? I know we have one there. I guess not if we only... Yeah, never mind. We're shit out of luck for speeding it up, so that's fine for now, and we're not building any markets either, so... but what we're going to go ahead and do is plan to put... I know I can never say this, but Chichen Itza, I think it is. Chichen Itza. Yeah, fuck it. Anyways, we're gonna try and put this wonder right here. Gives +2 culture to all rainforest tiles in the city and +1 production as well. So we'll put it there. If we can manage to get this off, it'll be great because it'll boost both the theater squares from Quebec and Toronto. Now, with that being said, we're going to go ahead and use some more of this wonderful cash that everybody keeps deciding to send us. And we're going to buy the hell out of all the jungle tiles that are available to us. And we're going to go scoop those up. Not to mention these forests here as well, because we're going to go plan to chop them in order to build this out. So let's take a quick look here. We got 5 more turns to the settler. You know what? I don't really care if it negatively impacts Ottawa's population. So we're going to go ahead and switch Magnus into Toronto right now. So we'll go ahead and do that so that we can start shopping there. So yeah, Magnus reassigned to Toronto. And then what city's going to be building their district soon? I guess go to Kingston? Would make sense, right? Who else is going to be working on a district? Charlottetown over there. But yeah, let's go to Kingston because loyalty's going to be an issue and whatnot there. So that's where we'll send her. Okay, so let's go ahead and use this guy up here in Brantford.
You don't even know.
We'll get a lumber mill going here in Quebec. Did I misclick? Yeah, I did. Okay, there we go. So, what the fuck? Alright, so here in Charlottetown, let's go get some lumber mills going next turn. This guy has one charge left. Might as well head over and build a mine over here. And mines we'll do on this slot, so we'll leave that one open so that they can at least finally build a farming triangle once we unlock that technology to build the farm on the hill. Alright, so this settler, I'm pretty sure he was the one that was headed over this way. Yeah, that's why he just stopped, because they moved a swordsman where we were planning to build the city. So we just had to resend him. Meanwhile... Okay, so we built the farm there. We're going to be building a trading route here in one turn. Or a trading route. We're going to be building a commercial hub right there in one turn. So let's go ahead and get a farm going here. Sure, we'll apologize to the Australians there. Why not? So I think the Mali might be pissed because we settled that city, and they might consider it too close. So they're definitely going to be super pissed when we go and settle that one. But oh well. God willing, they won't start a war with us. Maybe we should start saving some of this gold to buy units to defend ourselves, if that's the case. Speaking of which, we probably should end up building up our city walls in these cities that are neighboring them. That might be a good idea to look into sooner rather than later. In the meantime here... next turn, we'll just say screw the library for now, and we'll switch into Chichen Itza. Chichen Itza. I don't know. That's going to take a little bit. It doesn't seem natural on my tongue. But anyway, we'll switch into the Wonder next tile. So here with this builder here, we might as well get them to head up and build a mine over here. And we'll go with a lumber mill here. I think what we'll do is go ahead and buy some more tiles with Vancouver. We'll grab the cows, the wood, and the hill. It all makes sense since we have all this extra cash. Let's keep enjoying it, shall we? And with that being said, let's just go to the farthest tile. Actually... let's go get the pasture online first. Okay, here we'll get the lumber camp going in Charlottetown. We only have 2 more builds. I guess it doesn't really matter which hill we build a mine on, but we'll head to that one anyway. Now, with our horsemen over here, we're just going to put them on automate exploration now that they're healed up. And this settler, we've already chosen that one and that one, I'm pretty sure, so you can head to that tile over there.
Every man should make his son learn some useful trade or profession.
Okay, so we got guilds. We're definitely going to start that wonder.
They may have something tangible to fall back upon.
Right away. And you know what? I don't even care about having colonization in here. I think it's time enough that we got rid of that policy. So what else are we going to use for our wildcard slot there? And I think for now we'll go with natural philosophy to give us the little boost towards science, to help us get to flight sooner so we can get improve our tourism even more. So that was quite a nice boost there, almost 20 points, I'm pretty sure. Over 10 for sure. I know that much. It looks like we unlocked another governor title here as well, so we're going to go ahead and use that to promote Pingala to his final curative phase there, plus 100% tourism from great works of art, music, and writing in the city. So that is great. That's why we already talked about we want to keep Winnipeg as filled with great works as we possibly can, which we have been doing, so that's good now that we finally have him improved. Brantford's managed to do their granary here, so I think, you know what, we might as well take a couple turns here. Let's get ancient walls up, because we do actually get tourism from every level of walls at some point as well. Humanism's coming up quickly, so that'll be great. We'll be able to get some art museums and stuff, and also be able to use the frescoes policy here to get +2 great artist points per turn, which we will consider using. Now, this builder here can just go ahead and head down this way. We'll build another farm. We got 3 charges left on him. Let's see. I guess mine. And we'll figure it out from there. So yeah, let's head over this way. We'll build a mine. If you're new here, subscribe and hit the bell to keep up with the channel. We'll head over here. It doesn't look like we have a quarry set up on that stone yet, so we'll go ahead and take care of that now. This guy can go ahead and build a lumber mill. Thank you, sir. Here we go. We'll get another mine going down in Kingston, so that should help with the production there for sure. There we go. We used his last charge for that mine, and we still have the slot open to get that farming triangle. Alright, so now we can build the Potala Palace here. That actually wouldn't be a bad wonder for us to try and get. So it has to be built on a hill adjacent to a mountain. And we got the Eureka or whatever it's called towards colonialism, so that's great because we definitely want to get that going here. Now, okay, so now that I'm thinking about it, in Montreal here, it looks like they would be able to have a slot for that, right? Oh, maybe it's already been built. Yeah, we must have missed it. So there's a great person available. We have another great writer available, so sure. So we'll go ahead and grab the writer there. Now we're one air point away from getting a normal air, so that's nice. It looks like we're pretty well have that secured since we still have 14 turns left to go. But to be completely honest, I think this has pretty much gone on for long enough, so I'm going to put a cut in here. So I just want to say thanks for watching. If you could do me a favor, throw a like on the video or leave a comment below. It goes a long way to helping us grow, and I'd appreciate it. But other than that, I'll shut up and see you in the next video.